Check 1, 2. All right, all right, all right. Let's get it. All right, all right. Let's get in the building. Let's do what we came to do. Hey, hey, hey. Hey there. All right, y'all. Subi, how are you? New Subi, new sub. Oh yeah, I'm new at this. Hey, y'all, listen up. Listen up. Get on in the building. Get on in the building. Oh. I gotta tell y'all about my glasses, y'all. I gotta tell y'all, I have a where I have a sponsor, Kim Teak Eyewear. Let me get the link. Let me get the link for all of those who love her eyewear because that's what I wear. So allow me to get the link. Um, hold on a second. Hold on. All right, hold on a second. All right, y'all. We're gonna get busy in a second. We're gonna get back. You just subscribed a couple of days ago. Listen up. I am the doctor, aka Coach Ken Canion. What I want you to do is tell me where you are, your name, and where you calling from or where you're listening in from. Give me a shout out. Let me know you're here so I can properly welcome you. All right, so I can properly welcome everyone. I'm gonna look in my group because I can't see in my group. It just says Facebook user. But tonight, y'all, we're gonna get down. We're gonna do what we do. And but I just want to know who. She said, tell my future husband to get his ass over here. I know that's right. All right, we got Tierra Scott from Cali in the building. Angie from the ATL. All right, Sonya, hey, from the district, the Maryland area. All right, who else we got? Beth from Idaho in the building. All right, who else? Tell me where you calling from. Where you calling from tonight, so that I can properly recognize Keisha from Motown. All right. I love it. Uh-oh. Let me get who else we got. Let's see here. Okay, let me get everybody. We got Candy from Tampa. We got someone from the Bronx, James from Dallas, Texas, in the building. I love it. All right, here we go. What's that? Sophia from VA. All right. Hey, Cindy. We got Cindy. All right. And Cindy, from where you from, Cindy? I forgot exactly. We got Don from Kansas City, Missouri. What's up, big? Somebody say, what's up, big bro? Let me see who that is. Because normally it just says Facebook user. So normally that's coming from my group, but that might be coming from my other. We got four places in here tonight. So if you would put your name in there, because sometimes Facebook does some crazy stuff. Ramona from Greensboro, my hometown. Greensboro, North Kakalaki. Ladidra from Memphis, Tennessee. Angie from North Carolina. Brandy from Cincinnati. All right, y'all. Felicia from somewhere. She's not telling me. It just says she's watching. All right, y'all. We got something good tonight. Listen, I just want to check in. Listen, tonight, if you want to get on the show, I'm going to drop the link. If you got something to say, whether you agree with me or not, if you want to get on the show, I'm going to drop the link in the comment section. I got my boy Alan Hooker. Yeah, that's my brother, baby, from another mother. We got him in the building tonight. We got Sean from Orlando, Venetia from Maryland. And if you want to join me on the show tonight, I dropped the StreamYard link and you can come backstage. Now, last time we had somebody on, they didn't know that they're going to be seen. Listen, y'all, when you get on, I want you to be seen. So when you come to the backstage and we're going to talk tonight about some stuff, I want you to be seen. So I'm dropping this link in here. I'm going to also drop the same link in my group. I'm going to drop the same link. I'm in my group right now. So I'm gonna drop this link over here so that people over here can see it. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So anybody that wants to be on the program with me tonight, listen, you have no excuse. You can be in the building with the doctor. So I'm dropping the link in my group. Yes. All right, I'm doing that right now. All right, that in my group. I'm dropping it on my other page, the Ken Canion, my relationship page, um, relationship coach page. I got like a couple of pages, y'all. So I'm gonna drop the link over there as well. All right, and we're gonna get busy. Let's see who we got over here. You know, people are everywhere, and so what we want to do is we don't want to exclude anybody over here. I don't even know where I can put. Here it is. All right, right here. Boom. All right. So okay. So the link is over there. All right, y'all. So tonight. So tonight, if you want to be on the show, you can join me. We're going to have a discussion tonight, y'all. Some of the things people are not going to want to talk. They're going to get triggered by what I say. Well, people always get triggered by what I say, y'all. I got to say thank you all. Thank you all who follow me, who feel like the work I do is valuable. I never got into this work to get followers or become an influencer or anything like that. I just got in this work to help people. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna still keep helping people. But that being said, we have on all my platforms, I got 400,000 followers now. I am extremely grateful. There are some who don't like what I say, and they say ugly stuff. But y'all know I don't give a damn about none of that. I always invite them on the show with me to debate me. If anybody doesn't agree with me, I'm going to be respectful, but I want to see, instead of calling me names and all of that, use your intellect, debate me, come on the show, and then let's talk about it, and let's let the people decide. Because I don't agree with everybody. Everybody doesn't agree with me. However, I give everybody a chance to give their take. All right? So tonight we're going to talk about this. Why modern day relationships don't work. Why they don't work. And some of you have your opinion, your thoughts, but I'm going to break down. There are really 7 reasons why they don't work. Now, but what I'm going to say is, like I said, some of you are going to get triggered. However, that's going to be a good thing. It leads for a greater conversation. And that's what we're going to have. I think I got somebody backstage. Let me see who this is. All right. Let me see who this is. Welcome to the show. You're talking to Coach Ken. Hello. Hello. Is that Sophie? All right, can you turn your mic on? All right, I guess. All right. They not saying. Uh-oh.
Hi there. Hi.
Hey, how are you? Turn your camera on so the people can see you.
I was not expecting to turn it on, so sorry.
Oh, okay. Now, well, are you can turn it on, right?
I can.
You don't want to?
Hold on.
Come on, quit tripping. We family. Quit tripping. Turn the camera on and let's go to work.
I just visited the link.
You got the link. There you go, right there. Hey, look at that. Looking beautiful. How are you today, Sophie?
Hi. I was just listening to the radio, to the live stream, and I said, "Oh, let me see what that link is." I wasn't expecting that. I'm sorry.
How are you? So you didn't want to be on with Coach Ken?
No.
Oh, okay. I did. I'll remove you.
But I thought it was an interesting theme. I mean, I appreciate that. Look, I'm a mess.
No, you look beautiful, honey. But stay tuned. Even though you don't want to be on, that's all right. I appreciate you but just keep listening, okay? If you got something to say, that's cool. All right, see you later. All right, anybody want to get on with Coach Ken tonight? Listen, click the link. All right, I'm gonna drop the link back down here in the comment section. I put it in my group. I also put it in my relationship page. It's everywhere. So if you can't see the link, so I don't know about YouTube though. I don't know about YouTube. Can y'all see it on YouTube, the link? Hold on, let me go over to YouTube real quick. I'm gonna jump over there really quickly and see if they can see the link. And because I want to make sure that they can see the link, because I never check on it on YouTube. My live. Let me do it over here. All right, let's do this. All right, my channel. All right, all right, all right, all right. So I'm on my. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go here. That's it. Yeah, that is cool. Let me drop it. I don't even know. All right, all right, all right. So I'm on my. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go here. All right, boom. I just put the link over here. That is cool. So I just put the link over there as well. Yes, we see it. All right, y'all. So tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about why. Um, we're going to talk about why relationships don't work. Now, why did I want to do this? I wanted to do this because I'm going to be honest with you. I got to do this because I am, y'all know I'm a relationship coach, and for some reason, my message is resonating with a lot of people. And I will say this to you that a lot of people who are watching me don't always agree with me, and that's great because I want to create honest dialogue from. I just want to create honest dialogue, right? And I just want to say to you all that my job, my goal as I see it, I have two goals. Number one, put couples together. Number two, keep couples together. I have no other mission other than that. I am not trying to be Kevin Samuels. I'm not trying to be these other relationship people out here. I don't really, honest the truth. I mean, I don't really give a damn what they do. I have my, and I've been doing this a long time, y'all. Some of you all just found out about me, but I've been doing this a long time, and I have some huge successes, and I've got some failures too. I'll be honest with you. And I'm trying to figure it out. I'm always studying to be better. I'm great at this though. I'm great at human behavior. For those of you who are just now meeting me, I have 8 books written. I've sold over 500,000 books. I have one wife for the last 20 years. I got 6 grandkids and 2 daughters. Listen, and y'all, the biggest thing that I'm proud of is that my daughters want their husbands to be like me, like they pop daddy. And so that says something. But the truth is, I ain't always been this way. I haven't always been this way. I used to be a guy out there, the dudes I talk about, I used to be just like them, slipping and dipping, sucking and fucking and doing everything that you could think of, right? Until my purpose became more important than pussy. And listen, y'all know, those who follow me, you know that sometimes I'm blunt just like that. But people appreciate it. Now, sometimes, y'all, I do it for effect. But the truth is, this is who I am. I love God and God loves me, but he know that I'm a new kind of minister. I cuss and shit. And some of the times I'm going to tell you the real, all the time I'm going to tell you the real deal. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with me or not, I'm going to tell you the real deal. Now, here's the thing. I am a relationship coach, but I am a relationship coach that has a great relationship. I'm a relationship coach that has a marriage. I'm a relationship coach that loves his wife. I got a wife, a side chick, and a girlfriend, all in one woman. And so I don't need to, ain't no other woman out here gonna say I'm in her DM. Ain't no other woman out here gonna say that I smashed her. No one, that's not gonna happen. Okay. So when you hear me, a lot of people, a lot of men get triggered by what I say you sucking up to women. Then women get triggered by what I say. They say you always talking about helping men and all this. The problem is that nobody wants to take their responsibility for their own self. I'm tired of this shit. And so what I'm gonna do is, my job is, again, I don't care who I'm talking to. I put relationships together and keep them together. That's it. That's it. The rest of that shit don't matter. You listen, I don't need no followers. I got money and I got somebody that love me. So I don't need it. I really don't care. I do this. Followers come as a result of you being great at what you do. And damn it, I'm great at it. Okay. So let's get busy. If you want to be on the show, tonight, here is the link. I put in the link in the spot. It's in my group. Love, Lust, and Lies. And if you stay to the end, I am going to make you an offer I think you can't refuse. So let's get busy. All right. Welcome to Another episode with Coach Ken, aka the Doctor. I call myself the Doctor not because I have a PhD or an MD, because people come to me when they are in pain, and I help get them out of pain. Period. Why relationships don't work. So I did this because the other day I just got upset, y'all. I got upset because I have coaching clients that come to me at the beginning. And the first thing one particular lady that is a coaching client of mine said was, she kept telling me all of the reasons why men wasn't shit, right? And I explained to her, and I asked her a question. I said, well, let me ask you a question. She said, all of the men that I meet are shit. All of the relationships that I get in, none of them work. And she kept going on and on and on and kept blaming the men. And then I said to her, I said, let me ask you this. I said, what responsibility do you take for the demise of the relationships? Do you take any? She was like, no, I just keep attracting the same guy. I keep entertaining the same guy, and I keep getting the same result. And I said, well, if nothing else, you should take responsibility because you keep entertaining them. There's something about you that wants this type of man in her life. And the truth of the matter is, no one is 100% responsible for the demise of a relationship, y'all. We can say it. No, maybe you didn't cheat. No, maybe you didn't deceive the other person. But damn it, nobody is responsible. You got to take responsibility for what you do. And so I decided, I hadn't been on here in a couple of weeks. I've been just grinding, y'all, building I'm doing a course right now, and I've been spending all my time. But I said tonight I got to come on. And I said, I got to tell the people, I got to educate the people on the reasons why relationships don't work. And maybe it will touch someone, maybe it will help someone so that their relationship does not collapse. Maybe it will help them attract the person, the man or woman of their dreams. So I decided this is what I'm going to do. All right. So I got 7 reasons why relationships don't work, or modern day relationships, because the truth is modern day relationships are a little different than our relationships of our fathers and mothers. You know what I mean by that? All of the same things existed. You know, cheating, having babies outside of your marriage, and all of that. The difference was not the human psychology, because human psychology is the same. The difference are the dynamics around it. There's more access today, more access to things with social media and all of that. And so what I'm going to tell you is, but human psychology is no different, y'all. We can act like it is. I always tell somebody, if I was out there doing what I was doing and they had the cell phones, social media, maybe I probably would have got caught a little bit more, but my mindset would have been the same. I would have been the same wretched dude that I was. And so in that, it wouldn't have changed. So I want to give you 7 reasons why. They're in no particular order. So I want you, if you want to come on the show, just say I do, or click the link, and I will see you backstage, and let's discuss this, because some people are not going to agree with everything I say. So here we go. Let's get busy. We're there in no particular order. Number 1, reasons why relationships do not work. And I wrote this down. Number 1 is getting advice from broken people. Write this down, somebody out there. See, one of the reasons why relationships don't work is because you spend your time getting advice from broken people, people who don't have healthy relationships, who are involved in unhealthy attachments. Yet you go to them, and the reason why you go to them is because they make you feel better about your current situations. So I can hear it now. I hear it all the time. Girl, if it was me, I'd leave his ass alone. If it was me, I'd mess around too. I'd fuck around too. I'd mess around this. I'm not going to do that. And so what happens is now what we do is, the reason why relationships don't work is we convolute our minds and our subconscious with faulty information. We convolute our minds and our subconscious with people who are not whole. How can you expect to be whole if you're trying to get whole from somebody that is not whole? Y'all, because I know you go to your girlfriend or you go to your partner. Most men, we try to just suck it up. right? So the girl will go to her girlfriend, right? And then the girlfriend will tell you, girl, this is what I would do. But the girlfriend is not in a healthy relationship. So she has no basis to give you the information or the type of knowledge or coaching or whatever you're getting from her. She has no qualifications to give it to you. And I'm not saying she's a coach like me. I'm saying she don't have a good relationship. She's never been in a good relationship. And then what you do is you take it in to your subconscious programming, and then you start regurgitating the information that she just gave you. Now it becomes a part of you, and now you believe everybody is the exact same way. And so what happens? Now you can't attract a great relationship because now your vibrational frequency is so low, so that your vibrational frequency is so low, the person that you want to attract is way up here. Your frequency is way down here, and you can't attract them. And you say, and here's what you say. What you say is now everybody messed up. Everybody cheat. Everybody, all men ain't shit. All of this and all of that's bullshit. All of it's bullshit. What it is a coping mechanism. It's a coping mechanism to help you because you don't have the relationship that you desire. But the relationship you desire has nothing to do with the way you look. It has nothing to do with the way it has everything to do with what you believe. It has everything to do with what you believe. Y'all, if I can do one thing, you can change your circumstance if you change what you believe. And that's a fact. Uh-oh, I got somebody backstage. Let me see who it is. Let me add to the stream. All right, welcome to the show, Coach Ken. It says Belinda here. Belinda, how can I help you tonight? Or comment, concern, whatever. I can go right ahead. Now you got to turn your camera on. I got to see your face now. We ain't gonna talk in the dark. There we go. Hey Belinda, how are you? Hello? I think your Wi-Fi acting up a little bit. Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, I don't know. I can't hear you. So, can you hear me? All right. Hey, let's see if we can work that out. All right, y'all. All right. So, what I'll say is, I don't know what happened to Belinda's. I don't know what it is. I couldn't hear her. So, if you want to join the conversation, please. What I want you to do is click the link down in the comment section. If you are on YouTube, you can see the link over there. And y'all, what we're talking about tonight is we're talking about why modern day relationships don't work. And the first thing you got to understand is you got to stop getting advice, from broken people. You got to stop getting advice from people. It's almost like, think about it like this, y'all. If I wanted to lose weight, for those of you who know, a lot of you know that I was on the show, The Biggest Loser. I had gotten up to 420 pounds. And it would be like it'd be like I'm 420 pounds, and then I get advice from a 600 pounder on how to lose weight. How ridiculous does that sound? And the funny thing about it to me with these relationship coaches out here, you know what? These relationship coaches out here giving advice, and a lot of them don't have great relationships. I mean, it just baffles me. Anyway, that's just my thing. I'm not in the no crowd with any of that. They do videos together. I don't give a shit about that. I just want to tell the truth. Number two, if you want to get on the show, come on. Number two, all right. The reason why relationships won't work is you are unwilling to take 100% responsibility for your own life. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. You may not be responsible for your pain. You didn't hurt you didn't cheat. Yeah, you didn't do this. You didn't do that. You're not responsible for the pain of what he did to you or what she did to you. All right. But you are 100% responsible for your healing. And y'all, it's like if I was in a car wreck and a car hit me and I broke my leg. And the truth is, if my leg is broken, I am not responsible for the accident, but I am 100% responsible to get to the doctor to get the healing that I need. And see, most of us, you know why you don't want to take responsibility? Is because if you take responsibility for your life, now I am no longer in a position to blame someone else. Now I am no longer in a position to say that that person is the reason I'm single. And so what happens is, as long as you blame someone else, you absolve yourself of responsibility. And if you absolve yourself of responsibility, then it's okay that I remain in my current state. It's only when you take responsibility and then you become accountable, you take responsibility and accountability, and now you say, I will not remain in this situation. And then when I get with Coach Ken don't want to hear that shit about all men do this, because that's a lie. All men cheat. That's a lie. All men do this. That's a lie. Or all women, no women are good this, no women are that. And then I'm gonna tell you the biggest lie. God rest his soul, Kevin Samuels. This is the last thing I'm gonna say about him. He used to say stuff like a high value man. Here's the problem I have with that. He based a high value man on his income, not his character. What kind of shit is that? And then he got a whole nation of people with men with low self-esteem that followed his ass. And that don't make the women no better, but that is the thinking is flawed. Anyway, I regress. We got some people backstage. All right. What's up, Greg? My guy. Greg, that's a smart guy. Greg, would you come on, man? Give us something. All right, let me see. Let me add. I got Nicole back here. Nicole, welcome to the show. It's Coach Ken. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic tonight. How can I serve you? Or your
So,
question, comment, concern, whatever.
no, I definitely have. Well, there's a couple of questions and and a definitely a couple of comments. I I totally agree with you on, you know, because I just got out of a relationship about a month and a half ago. We're both addicts. I'm recovering. He
Good.
supposedly was recovering, but then come to find out he relapsed like a year, a year ago, and all his there was little inklings of signs that showed that he was in his addiction, and I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it because I had this ideal of a relationship. I wanted this relationship so badly that I would have gone to any lengths. And pretty much I co signed his bullshit. And, you know, now that, like, now I'm starting to self love. And
Mm.
I'm also starting to, like, because I'm in a program. So, of course, they also make sure to let you know, okay, so where is your actions and your responsibilities. And for me, he actually relapsed 3 weeks into the relationship.
Wow.
uh, and but I was like, I wanted this relationship so beyond bad. And I was like, okay, fine, you're gonna get clean, you're gonna get sober, you're gonna go back, and he did, to appease me. And he ended up relapsing, and everybody didn't even know. And
Wow.
so I mean, like, and it was so hard, because he got really bad in his addiction, and he didn't like the way I kicked him out, because I said, this is a sober home and you're no longer welcome here. And
I
he
love
put
it.
holes in the walls, and it was scary for a moment. But then the thing is I realized that I am enough. I deserve a hell of a lot better than that. um but then I also, this revealed to me that I people please. And for the longest, like for 11 months, I kept complaining about companionship. He would always find jobs that he would work at night and I worked during the daytime. But then I would buy him things to get that validation. And you know but I was still not getting that validation. I got the validation. Oh, thanks, babe. Thank you for buying me these things. But then what I really wanted in an ideal relationship, I was still not getting. So I kept seeking and throwing more money and presents and
Mm.
cleaning and cooking and making sure he had everything. I kept throwing that out his way so I could get that validation. And, now that I've taken off those goggles, I can now see that, I need to start validating myself.
That's
And,
good.
I started, which was super weird in the beginning. But I'm feeling a lot more comfortable doing it. But I actually stare in the mirror and I tell myself that I love myself, and I stare in my eyes, and it felt weird.
They're
But
weird. That's part of the work I do. That's crazy. It
yeah,
was weird at first, wasn't it?
it's so weird. But then the next day it got a little bit better. The next day it got a little bit better. And now I'm starting to believe it. And then now I'm starting to add affirmations that I am talented. I am enough. I am
I love it.
worthy. And,
Love it.
you know,
Uh-oh.
oh, so sorry, it was my alarm. Um,
Okay.
I know that I still have a lot to work on, but the fact that I can recognize it is huge.
That
And
is amazing.
but
Thank you so
I
much.
someone showed me your YouTube video, and man, you have some powerful, awesome wisdom, and I love hearing you.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you. And I love the fact that you're on your journey, and anything that I can do to be a part of that to help you, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I just hit 21 months of being sober of alcohol.
Amazing.
I
You go,
I
girl.
yeah, I did not drink through all this bullshit. And I stuck to my program, and I stuck to people really close to me, and I did not drink because he is not worth my serenity.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm super proud of you. Okay, from
Thank you.
my heart to yours. I think God is going to bless you. He already has. Thank you
Oh,
so
he
much.
is.
All right.
Yeah, God is definitely present for
Good
sure.
all the time. He's great. And thank you for, I appreciate you calling. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Take care of yourself. All right. All right. All right. Oh, that is, y'all, that's the kind of stuff I want to hear. Hey, listen, that is great. Let's see. Let's see who we got next. Valinda's back. Let me see if we can get her. Welcome to the show. It's a
Thank
doctor.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are
Well,
you,
good
Valinda?
evening. I am
Huh?
fantastic. I'm just taking my walk home.
Okay.
So if
Okay.
you hear a lot of noise in the background, that's why. But I'm excited about being able to be on.
Yes, yes, yes. Question, comment, concern. How are you?
Well, this is my maiden voyage with you. I just became a part of your website, your group, and so I was going through some other relationship coaches, and weren't really hitting that spot for me. So when I saw you, I was like, let me see what's, because the love, lust, and lies
Yeah,
cards is
yeah.
what got my attention. I was like, let me check him out and see what he's about. So my story, real short, is I'm in love with a man that I've known since I was 17 years old, which is
Okay,
almost
okay,
decades ago.
okay,
um, and we're not in a relationship. Um, because there's some personal things that he is working through that is not perfect for a relationship right now.
okay, okay,
So, and I don't want to date. I I don't want to put myself out there because my heart really isn't in it for someone else. But then I don't want to put myself on pause either because
So
I'm
you
ready.
you know what you sound like, right? You sound like a person that want to be in a swimming pool but want to be on the side. You can't do both of them. That's just never gonna work. That's never gonna work. I mean, so you got
Yeah,
to make a decision. Listen, the
yeah,
word decision comes from the Latin root The word meaning decide, to cut off, actually, to cut off
Yeah.
other options. You got to make a decision and cut off the other option. Now
Yeah.
you can't be in the swimming pool and be on the side at the same damn time. I'm sorry.
Right. Right. I got you. I got you.
So you got to
Yeah.
make a decision.
And that's one of the things that I was uh, really spending time in devotion about really what I want to do in my life. And so just making myself not available, because when you love a person, you want to do things for them. And so for me, I want to make sure that if I am doing things, that is being reciprocated. It's not oh, thank you very much kind of thing. And so I decided to not make myself available.
Hey, you
And this
walking in the
limit.
are you walking in a jungle? Because you keep going in and out.
No, it's
I
it's it's not.
I I can't hear you.
I'm
I can't
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Go ahead. When you get to another place, let me know, okay? Because I can't hear you.
Okay.
All right. I hate that she can't do it. All right, but we'll get her in a second. Okay. All right. Let's see who we got next. All right. We got, is that Sabria?
Yes.
All right, Sabria, welcome to the show.
Thank you for taking my
Coach Ken
call.
at your beck and call. So listen, question, comment, concern. How are you?
Yes. Um, so I like the fact that you're a believer. You'll probably be able to relate to what I'm about to say.
Absolutely.
So grew up churchy, taught not to date. To, you know,
Oh, I'm about to get into
yeah,
this.
to wait for Boaz. Okay.
Okay. Make your ass wait for Boaz. Okay,
Yes.
I got you. Go ahead.
So I met someone this was as a much younger woman. Met someone at church, and was just naive because I hadn't dated.
Okay.
Fell for everything they said, and because it was at church, and we talked to the pastor, and
Sure.
we prayed together, and all that. You know, I would have never believed what he said I think if I had dated. So we married, didn't stay together long, and I was afraid to date after that for a long time, and was
Okay.
focusing on raising my children.
Okay.
So a couple years ago, I've started to date more. I went online,
Okay.
and it's been a good experience, but it's still scary because it's hard to get that out of my head. Of course, afraid to. I'm the only one of my friends who will even date because everyone's afraid to date because everyone's afraid to have sex. And, I'm the only one of my friends who said, look, this ain't working. I have to meet different people and present myself. And it's been going well, but there's still that fear of, is this the right thing?
So
Afraid to go
let
too
me ask you a
far.
question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. All right. Fear and faith are the exact same thing. Truth. What they are is an emotional response to the unknown. Okay. God says you have faith, and then there's fear, but the response is the exact same thing when it comes to emotions. And so fear is a real thing. Faith is a real thing. And what happens is you choose. You choose what you want to have. And so either way, they require an emotional investment in the idea of faith. It's an emotional investment in that. The idea of fear, there is an emotional investment in that. And see, here's the thing. What the enemy does is the enemy grips you with fear because what the enemy can't make you run scared, but what the enemy can do is reiterate the story you're telling yourself. See, the reason why you're afraid It's because there's a story you're telling yourself about dating. There's a story you're telling yourself. And this story that you're telling yourself is now that story leads you down the path of fear. Okay? I'm scared because look at all of the things that are happening to people out there. They're no good people. I was in this relationship, and the truth is what I help my clients to do is reframe the story. I'm gonna give you a prime example of this. And the story was this. What There was a time when I went to the doctor, and the doctor told me I've got over 400 and some 420 pounds. They could even weigh me on the scale. And the doctor sat there. I sat in the doctor's office. The doctor told me I was a diabetic. My glucose was near 400. My blood pressure was 190 over 120 or something like that. It was so high. And the doctor looked at me and said this. The doctor said that I can give you these medicines, but at the end of the day, in 5 years, you could be dead. All right. Now, if you change the way you look at things, you change what you see. Right. So all I could see was death. Right. But all of a sudden, I got in the car and I cried. And I was like, how did I become this person? How did I get here? And I never forget it when my father was alive. My father was my mentor. I called my dad and I said, Dad, here's what just happened. I didn't know what else to do. And my dad said these words. He says, son, remember this. He said, God wants to heal your life. He didn't say my body. He said, God wants to heal your life. You got to do your part. He said, if you change the way you look at things, you'll change what you see. And I didn't realize what that meant. I used to think it was a curse that happened to me. But the truth of the matter is, it became my greatest blessing. What God did was he used all of that. And I helped thousands of people transform their body and their mind. I was simply the vessel. And I changed the way I look at it. Sweetheart, let me say this to you. The church has messed up a lot of people. A lot of pastors ain't like the dude that's coming on next. He's a great man. He gonna jump on after you. But what I'm saying is a lot of them said things because that was what they were taught. It wasn't like maybe they intentionally deceived you, but some of the worst advice I tell people that they give in the church is this. They say you date to marry. That is the worst advice you can ever give somebody. Why? Because when you date to marry someone, you rely on your emotions. You rely on how you feel. Ooh, they give me goosebumps, my liver quiver. And now you think that the person is the one right for you. And they said it because they didn't want us to have sex. I get the motive, the intention, but you never date to marry. You date to collect data. To see if this person, I should connect with them. I should marry them. But you don't date to marry. And that advice has led to over 50% divorce rate. I'm going to leave you with this. Follow me. There are a lot of people that I've helped who were afraid. But I'm going to leave you with one statement. Do it afraid. There is somebody out there who will love your dirty bathwater. But you can't be afraid. Even though you're afraid, do it anyway. Everything I do, when I started this show, I was afraid. I was like, ain't nobody gonna listen to me. I was like, I was a wretched dude back then. All these women, they ain't gonna listen to me. But then I said, on April 1st, 2020, I turned my camera on. And now look at it. 400,000 followers later, they listening. That's why you here, because I did it afraid. Follow me. I'm gonna show you how. Is that fair?
Fair.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Listen, come on down in the building. Come on down in the building. I got my guy up next. He gonna give you some wisdom, y'all. Hey, I got my guy up next. Yo.
What up, brother?
Pastor Greg, my guy.
What's happening?
Good, man. How are you?
Man, I'm good, Doc. You know, I was listening to some of the comments and hearing some of the stories along with what you were saying. And first, let me say, anybody watching, y'all need to follow Ken because, you know, I don't endorse a lot of people, but I endorse him since the first day I met him. You know, he is very pragmatic, very practical. And what he says, you can take it today and utilize it. You know, the lady prior talked about how the church, taught her one thing, and I agree with you, man. The church, we are responsible for messing up a lot of singles,
Yeah.
because what church does a lot of times for women is that it teaches them how to spend all of their time with an invisible man, and they can't serve a visible one when it comes into his
Wow.
life.
I told y'all he was
You
gonna
know,
do it. Didn't I tell you he's gonna come with some heat?
yeah, man. And it's like the story of Boaz and Ruth is probably the worst story to try to compare to today's life.
Wow.
Because
Tell me
number
why. Tell me
one,
why.
you do not want that kind of experience. Ruth was a widow. So you don't want to be married and then your husband die, and then you have to have a kinsman redeemer. The only reason she even met Boaz was because she had to have a kinsman redeemer. And what that is during that time, it wasn't good for a woman to be single, because she either be a slave or a prostitute. So she
Wow.
had to be married. So she basically was desperate. It talks about how she threw herself on the threshing room floor. That was an act of saying, I need you to survive. Cover me. Take care of me. And understand, during that day and age, you could have more than one wife. That's the part of the Bible they don't talk about. See,
That's
the
true.
Bible is a record of what happened, not always what should have happened. Hear what I'm saying? And everything that you see is not
Dude.
practical for today. You really don't
Wow.
want to, you want to get an Adam, because Adam said, you're bone of my bone, you're flesh of my flesh. He recognized who Eve was, because God took a part of him and made her. So what makes a man, what made Ken settle down with his wife? He saw a part of himself in her. And he
Wow.
understood. See, when a man see himself in you, it lets him know, I could be vulnerable with you. The Bible says that God clothes that place with flesh. It's a woman's job sometimes to cover a man's vulnerability, cover the spot where he's weak, cover the spot that he doesn't want anybody else to see. We think that men are so tough, this and the third. Let me tell you something. Every man feels about his heart how you feel about your body. Women want their body protected. Men want their heart protected. Proverbs 31:11 says, her husband's heart safely trusts in her. What that means is that a man is looking for an intimate experience with you. It's not about sex. Intimacy involves what I give to you that nobody else has. That man wants to give you his secrets. He wants to give you his vulnerability. He does. But he's been taught, I can't do that because I'm macho, I'm tough. And
Right.
every man has had an experience where he's been taken advantage of, his heart has. And
True.
he's a player now. He don't want to be that. He's afraid to let his guard down. And women, I'm telling you, there are a lot of stuff out here that's telling y'all, that's not true about men. You can't read
That is
cosmology.
so true. That brother, listen. I'm about to jump out of this seat. I got to say something. I got to interject, and I got to ask you something. Because me and you rap and we talk. When you said that the lady wants her body guarded, but the man wants his heart guarded.
Yeah.
And explain to them, because they hear my voice, why men are reluctant to give his heart to you. So women want him to give his heart, want him to be emotionally connected, but the man will take the body, but he don't want to give his heart to you.
Yeah.
Explain it.
It's a false belief out here that women love stronger than men. That's not true.
That's not
Women
true.
love quicker than men, because women are willing to put themselves out there, love, get heartbroken, and then you'll sit around and listen to Whitney Houston, shoop dooby doop, dooby doop doop, and you'll heal and you move past it. Me and Ken ain't finna sit nowhere and be like, man, we ain't doing that. We're not. With a man, what a man wants is that, think about Lois Lane and Clark Kent.
Right.
Every man is taught to be Superman. He
True.
is taught, I gotta be super, I gotta be strong, I can't be vulnerable. But the reality is, Superman was Clark Kent, and
Right.
Lois Lane was infatuated with Superman, but she was in love with Clark Kent. And a man can
Ooh.
be your Superman is no better than your Clark Kent. So when a
Wow.
woman can see me not as Superman, but see me as take the cape off and just be a man, just be Clark Kent. That's the man that comes home. That's the man that's hurting. That's the man that
Go on.
cries.
Go
That's the
ahead.
man that works hard. We
Go
need you to
ahead.
protect us in that space. Make it okay for me. Like, you remember when Samson laid his head in Delilah's lap and
Yes.
told all his secrets.
He told everything, didn't
You want to know why? Because Delilah had a good method but a bad motive.
he? Yeah.
But you can learn from her because
Yes.
she made him feel comfortable. Every man wants a place to lay his head, and a man will settle where he finds peace. Value his presence, not his paycheck. And so many men have been reduced to his paycheck, what I
Yes.
make.
And that's what I was talking about the high value man
Yeah.
was never based on, it was based on his income, but not his character.
Yep.
It was not based on, it was based on what he did and not who he was.
Yep.
And when that is a flawed message
Yes,
to
sir.
a nation of men who are looking for validation. And when
Yes.
you combine a man looking for validation to somebody willing to tell you something, that you want to hear, that now all of a sudden you got a powder keg. You got a powder keg of which equals. Let me tell you what the powder keg equals, though. The powder keg equals war of the sexes.
Mhm.
Now men and women are at war with each other. They
Yes.
talking about men are at fault this, women are at fault that. And it is amazing how we have arrived at this place, though.
Yeah.
And then when I say something, nigga, get this, Pastor. Let me tell you this, Greg.
Come on.
When I say something about men, right?
Yeah.
I have women, hallelujah in me, right? When
Right.
I say something about women,
Hello.
the first thing they'll say is, why you don't talk about men? Right? And then I have the men, hallelujah in me. And I thought to myself recently, I am probably one of the most balanced relationship coaches there is. Because I'm going to give it to you on both sides.
Yeah.
And what I've realized is this, and you can speak to this. Tell me how we've arrived at a place where it is battle of the sexes. My job is to hurt you before you hurt me. That was never how God intended this thing to be.
And I know that we have people of all nationalities, but I have to say this: America has divided the black family so much
Right.
that black men and black women believe the worst about each other before they even meet. And we don't realize that we carry so many statistics in our head that have been given to us, man. And ain't nobody took the time to figure out, is that really true? Is the divorce rate really 50%? Or are there more black men in jail than there are in college? None of that is true. They don't tell you about the divorce rate. They don't include big states like California and Texas. They don't tell you that. They also don't tell you, they only include first-time marriages. They don't tell you that. When you major in psychology, there's a class called Stats for the Behavioral Sciences. And we understand you could make anything true, manipulate the variables. When they say it's more black men in jail than college, what they're saying is they're comparing people in college, 18 years old to 25 years old, college age, to every black man in prison, 18 to 80. That's never going to be true. They're not even including black men who have degrees or are in graduate school or with a trade school, but they're not telling you that. So now when we meet, it becomes a power struggle because we've given the power to the money. Who has the higher earning potential? At the end of the day, there's some doctors who make 200 grand a year, but are living $80,000 lifestyles because they're not good with money. So at the end of the day, It is about your character. Your what do you value as a person? What are your morals? What is your goal in life? Everything is not about compatibility either. Compatibility is great. It is. But suitability is divine, because it said that he made a helper suitable for Adam. That means that who you are speaks to who I am. The king in you speaks to the queen in her, and vice versa. And it's the essence of who we are. Like Ken, you got a good marriage. You know what I'm saying? Your wife helps you be who you are. You help
Absolutely.
her be who she is. Your wife does the comedy thing. And I've seen you encourage her. You push that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
At your events, online, whatever. You push that. I've seen, her, she push you. Y'all be online together, laughing and joking, but you are showing the world that this is what it looked like to, first of all, have happiness within, but then understand who we are apart and who we are together. But we waiting for people, man, to define for us who we are. And we end up being like, my girl back in the day had that song, "There's a stranger in my house." Took a
Oh
while to
yeah.
figure out. There's no way you can be who you say you are. You gotta be somebody else, because he wouldn't touch me like that and treat me like you do. And my mom said to me, it said, "How could it be? The stranger is me. Have I changed so drastically? And you remain the same." What she's saying is we're losing ourselves in love because we are allowing love to be undefined. We're undefined. We don't follow practical rules like Ken is talking about. He giving you steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. But we want to skip step 1 and just find the boo. No, he telling you how to get you right. That when the boo come into your life, you will be ready. Because the reality is, boo probably see you now, but you're not who boo needs, because you haven't taken the time to self-assess and do like Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true."
Bro, listen. Hey, on that note, pass the plate. Listen, Doc. When I saw you check in, all I can say is the wisdom that you offer is amazing. But I like the way you take the word, and this is what and this is what I respect about you. Both of us are believers, and a lot of you just hit me to something. You said a lot of what they did in the Bible don't mean it was right.
Right.
Don't mean it was the right way. And that is amazing, because we make the assumption that everything that's in there was done the right way.
Right.
And so I like what you also said about it's not about compatibility only, it's about suitability too.
Yeah.
You know what? Who's suitable for me? You
Yeah.
know what? And that in itself is amazing. And I ain't gonna hold you all night, but I'm gonna say this to you.
Mhm.
I think what we've done is, though, Pastor, is this: we've placed so much stock in things like the list, the checklist.
Yes,
Do
sir.
he check the boxes?
Yes, sir.
Does he check the boxes? Does okay? And there are women I coach, and I always say, ditch the list, because and what you just said, compatibility and suitability. Now, a lot of that ain't gonna be on the list. The list might say a $500,000 house,
Right.
$200,000 salary, but
Right.
that might not be what you need.
Hello.
That might not be what you need, because so suitability is the idea of God bringing your life and you being ready.
Yes, sir.
You being ready, because you just said it. Most everybody that I work with, I said on the first step, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And see, if you don't get that one right, no matter which one comes next, it ain't gonna be right.
Hello.
And so when you get that one right, then you're ready. Because like you say, that whole Boaz thing, man, that's deep. Because people, they always say Boaz and this, but you know what? I never, because see, that's what I love about you. You're gonna always bring context.
Yeah.
And then you say, and you realize that she was literally pleading for her life.
Yeah.
Either a slave or a prostitute.
Yeah.
And so when people say, well, Boaz, and then she had to lose her husband.
Right.
So we don't think about all
Right.
of that. We just say, I want my Boaz,
Right.
But then it's just amazing, man. I appreciate you coming on
Yeah, man.
and adding context to what we got going on. Thank you so much for your endorsement. I appreciate it,
Appreciate
Doc. And listen, anytime.
you. Love you,
You're
bro.
welcome anytime. And look, I might call you up and say, let's do one together. All right.
Hey, anytime, anything for you, man.
I appreciate you, Doc. My
Bless
man,
you.
Pastor Gregory Devon, y'all. Y'all listen, this is my guy. He's the truth. As y'all can see, he is the truth, y'all. And listen, man, whoo, that right there, that's enough. I ain't gonna go over my 7 points. That's it. But I'm gonna leave y'all with something. Pastor Greg, I thank you for coming on because God gonna always give us what we need. Y'all, and I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna say this to y'all. There is a part of me. The replay is gonna be out. It's up. It's up on my page. It's up on YouTube Live, so you can go back and watch the replay anytime. Tiffany, I'm gonna go back and watch the replay myself because he dropped some jewels that I got to get up. I got to pick it up. I got to pick those jewels up because they are valuable. But I'm gonna say this to y'all. So listen, there are some of you out there who you want to change. I'm gonna end this with this. And you want to be different, but you got to do something different to get something different. There are some of you out there who really want to know what's going on. I would suggest that if you want to book a discovery session with me, I got people who book discovery sessions and they have found out things about themselves they didn't know. It's just the gift God has given me. If you're interested, it's a 90-minute deep dive to how you arrived at where you are and what's the blueprint moving forward. Is it an investment? Absolutely. I mean, but you got to be willing to invest in yourself. So what I will tell you is write this down. If you're interested in booking a discovery session, go to Coach Ken Canion, my name.com, and you'll see it right there. Book a discovery session. And what I'm going to say is, look, there are some of you, if you don't do anything different, you're not going to get anything different. And listen, I'm always trying to learn more, be better for you. You got to be better for yourself too. And y'all, tonight has been fun. I appreciate it. And look, anybody want to get on before I go, you're welcome to it. Oh, by the way, y'all, I appreciate y'all. For those of you who are got my game, y'all know we created this card game, 2 of them, called the Moment of Truth. One is the Moment of Truth relationship game. It helps you get to know the people, y'all. You can play them with your friends, your significant other couples. And then we created the sex version. We created this version. We sold thousands of these. Me and my wife created it so that people could get to know each other in a fun way. And then we created the sex version. And I get orders every day I have to ship out. And if you want this to have some fun, to get to know people, play with your husband, your honey, or somebody you might want to be your honey, order it go to CoachKenCanion.com. Order the combo pack, both of them. I'm actually waiting on some. We sold out of these. I got a couple of orders. I got to call some people. We should have them in by Wednesday or Thursday, hopefully. And but get yours today. All right, y'all. I'm done. I appreciate you because you guys could be anywhere in the world, but you are here with me tonight. And now I'm gonna keep spreading this message. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. And look, I'm out. All right. Y'all have a good evening. Oh, I forgot to say, and remember, every journey starts with one step. Take yours tonight.